Hey guys, today we'll be taking a look at the second half of Tiger and Bunny. I reviewed the first half a few months ago, and I thought I'd just finish up the series in this little review. So everything I'll be talking about happens in part 2, and I suggest you watch part 1 in my video, or maybe someone else's. So, just so you know what the heck's going on, and that sort of thing. So 10 months have passed since that battle with Jake Martinez. And now Tiger and Bunny reign supreme in Sternville City. Everyone respects them. Everybody loves this duo of Tiger and Bunny. Even Kotetsu and Barnaby get along better, and they have earned each other's respect, and now they're like the great duo of Sternville City. Everyone else loves the rest of the heroes. Heroes are popular more than ever, and peace is restored to the city. And Heroes TV is bringing in the ratings. Even Kotetsu's getting a little respect. He didn't get much of respect from anybody in the first half of the series, so now everybody sort of respects him, and Barnaby's now the #1 hero. Used to be Sky High, and everything like that. So with 10 months pass, it's revealed that Kotetsu's power has increased. His 100 power is now stronger than ever. This amplifies his powers and such, but he begins to realize that his powers are decreasing. It's revealed that some necks do lose their powers, and the only other next who has this sort of side effect was Mr. Legend, the original hero. And this sort of causes self-doubt to Kotetsu. Every time he'll activate his 100 power, it goes down a few seconds, down a few minutes, and he's worried that once it's gone, and he can't be a hero no more. So this sort of bothers him in the second half of the series. It's also revealed one of Jake Martinez's accomplices wakes up from her coma. Her name is Cream, and she reveals to Barnaby that Jake Martinez was just a part of the Ouroboros organization, that he never really killed Barnaby's parents. This makes Barnaby flip out. He begins to lose his cool and even his logic and thinking, and he sort of just shuffles images of anybody who might have killed his parents in the memories of his mind. So he even considers people closest to him. He can't sort of trust nobody. And this sort of strains his relationship with Kotetsu. The great duo that once stood now is sort of falling apart. They even have a fight right after they hear that stuff, because now Barnaby's obsessed with finding who the murderer is. It's later revealed that Mr. Maverick, I didn't really talk about him in the first part of the review, but he's the person who started Heroes TV. You learn more about him in the second half anyway. So he's the one who, you learn he's not a great guy. You learn that he did some things to make the show popular, and some things like releasing criminals and starting stuff like that. And he's not a good person at all. He later reveals that he had something to do with the death of Barnaby's parents, and he tells him the truth. He tries to cover the fact that he was the one who did it. This makes Barnaby, because Maverick sort of took Barnaby in when he was a child after his parents died. So now everything that Maverick has told Barnaby is a lie, and he doesn't know if he can trust him. But before Maverick lets Barnaby reveal who he really is, it's revealed that Maverick is a Nex, and his power is to alter and change people's memories. So he does that to Barnaby. And then he calls all the heroes and everyone who's involved on Heroes TV, and anyone who watches the broadcast, to that Kotetsu. He frames Kotetsu for murdering one of Barnaby's childhood caretakers. I guess she was sort of like a nanny to him as a kid. And now everybody thinks Kotetsu is a murderer. However, nobody remembers him. None of the heroes do. No one who saw that broadcast does. And now everyone thinks he's a murderer, and none of the heroes remember him. Not even Barnaby remembers him. So now Kotetsu has this second problem of trying to make the heroes remember who he is, and that he was part of their team. He was the hero. He was Wild Tiger. But this makes it even worse, because Maverick teamed up with a crazed scientist, and they use sort of this robotic android technology. And there's an android impersonating Wild Tiger. So it's kind of hard to think that Kotetsu is the real Wild Tiger with this imposter running around. So that causes a lot of trouble for Kotetsu. It's also Maverick wants to replace the heroes with these androids because they have infinite power and they never die, and he hates Next for some reason. So that's what the second half entails. But I really like in the second half how you get a little more perspective on Kotetsu and his past. It's later revealed that Kotetsu was married, of course, and it's revealed why he became a hero. It's because his wife sort of it was her last wish, because Kotetsu has these powers, and I think that's why Kotetsu tries so hard to protect people and to protect the city, and because of his wife. And he goes back home and you learn about his family. He has a brother, his relationship with his mom, even his relationship with Kaede sort of evolves and grows. And it's also revealed that Kaede is an X herself. She has the power to absorb people's powers from the last person she had contact with, so that comes in handy later on in the series. I don't want to spoil things of how Kotetsu gets everybody to remember him, but once they do, the heroes team up to take down Maverick, and that's a great fight. And something happens to Kotetsu, and I don't want to spoil anything. You have to watch the series because it's just great. And the ending, I love the ending. It's great. The heroes, they're playing Supreme again, and that sort of thing. And even though Kotetsu's power begins to wear down, he doesn't. By the end of the series, his power only lasts a minute, it says. But what I like about Wild Tiger is that even with that, he won't let this stop him from being a hero. He'll fight to the very end, and that's what being a hero is all about. Whether you have powers or not, he's still going to protect the city for as long as he could and protect all the people in her. So that's great. And they remain a team, Tiger and Bunny, to protect the city. And I don't want to reveal too much what happens at the end, but I'll just give you that much. So the series continues to be great. The animation is great, as last time I said. Music's great. The storytelling is really great here, and the first half of the series was fun, but the second half of the series is really, truly great, and I really loved everything about it. When I bought this set, I just flew through every episode. I mean, it's great. And great action, great story, and I love what Wild Tiger represents. He's the hero that everybody deserves, and that sort of thing. The series at the end sort of leaves room for a sequel if they wanted to, and who knows. There's Tiger and Bunny movies, the beginning. It's sort of a retelling of the first half of the series, and then The Rising. The Rising will be a sequel to the TV series, and hopefully it continues the story. Maybe a season 2. I would love to see that. I know a lot of fans would. And I guess that's all I have to say, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you haven't seen Tiger and Bunny, definitely check it out. I mean, it's great. It's available from Viz Media on DVD and Blu-ray, and hopefully we'll get the movie soon. And I guess that's it. I'll leave you guys with a wild roar!